Hello, hello. This is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update. So, welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. And let's get into it. I know I haven't been here in a long time. I think it's been 2 months, something like that. I believe it was just before eclipse season. And the reason why I was not making any updates is because eclipse season totally kicked my ass in a good way, bringing lots and lots of new energies into my life, new things into my life, and therefore new things in the collective as well. And to be quite honest, in the end, I felt like I was just repeating myself over and over and over again, and that was getting to me a lot. I also got extremely busy with work with both of my businesses, my day job and my spiritual business. Lots and lots of people needed help, so I made myself available to these people. Therefore, I had less energy for these updates. During eclipse season, I usually get very tired. I get a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows. And I had to deal with that. And I had to deal with all these new things coming into my life, trying to balance them, to accept them, incorporate them, and integrate them into my reality. New things, new people, new energies. And sometimes I just didn't know what the heck was going on. So I didn't see a purpose of coming on here. I know I should have said that I was just taking a break and that I would be back. I did not do this, and I apologize for that. I am here now, so let's get into it. So we had 2 major eclipses. We had many full moons, new moons, and we're going towards a new moon this July 10th. And what's today's date? July 8th. So in 2 days. So the energies are already in. And you most probably can feel that healing energy going on in the background, especially for the past 2 days. It's a major healing that is going on, like a deep, deep, deep healing in our subconscious, in our energy, healing all kinds of family lineage, karma, past lives, traumas, and especially traumas from the past months. Answers are about to be revealed as of why we had to go through different things in the past months, especially those situations where you had to let go of people or things, but didn't understand why it turned out this way. You're about to know why. It's about to be revealed. It's about to be brought to us, and we will understand where we're going next. This is coming with this new moon. So it's healing, it's restoration, karma being, karmic cycles being ended, karma being out the door, which is always good. And I've seen other channelers saying the same things not too long ago, saying, you know what, I need to take a break from doing energy updates. I have stuff to deal with. And it's all good. It's part of life. It's part of this spiritual ascension and process, and we need to embrace it. So that's exactly what I did. I embraced my transformation. And we're here now today, July 8th, and we all need to embrace this transformation. We all need to, open our arms wide open and say, welcome change. I'm going to take you. I'm going to integrate you into my life, and I'm going to embody my new self. These kind of energies are usually very potent during summertime because of all the solar activity. The central sun is very potent these days, very active, sending out codes, light codes, new energies, especially during our sleep. So we need to be careful with our self-care routine and respect what the body wants. At this point, it's actually impossible not to listen to the body. Our inner voices are getting louder and louder. Our visions are getting more present and more obvious. And our sleep is very important because we need to restore that body and all our bodies for that matter, mental, emotional, energetic, all of our bodies, they need to be in sync. Those eclipses brought so many new energies that our body at first had a hard time dealing with it. It should be getting better and smoother by now. If it's not, be sure that it's coming very shortly. There's a lot of healing going on between the divine masculine and divine feminine, referring to the energies here, of course, as I always do. This healing is about reaching harmony, balance. It's about preparing for deeper connections, deeper relationships on all levels, friendships, and romantic relationship as well. Getting prepared for a new level of operation when it comes to unconditional love. You've probably noticed how around you, maybe in your neighborhood or whatnot, with your work buddies, people are more open about love at large, in general, about sharing love, giving love, talking about unconditional love. You may be seeing more people expressing themselves in a more loving way. And this is very, very refreshing to see. Thank you, eclipses. Basically, the divine masculine is into a rough patch right now, trying to figure out what they're going through, but they're getting more and more intuitive, more and more in tuned with their inner lives, and what's going on in their inner world. More and more divine masculine are also turning to spirituality, astrology, and metaphysics to understand what's going on in their lives. People are openly talking about their deepest desires. And that's kind of unusual for the divine masculine to do so. To me, it translates into a major step forward for the divine masculine. As far as the divine feminine, she is getting, I'm saying she, but I'm referring to the energy, not the physical aspect. She is getting ready to the next phase. She is about halfway in between what she was and what she will be. So that's why at times a lot of people are getting like antsy or anxious or being unable to stay put, to stay in one place. That energy is very potent. It's coming anytime from now till August and the months after also. But if you're feeling like that, you're most probably at the beginning of the wave. You're starting to receive these energies. You don't know yet what's going to happen. Everything seems to be unsure. Everything seems to be up in the air. And in those phases, the best thing to do is to focus on you, to stay balanced, to stay grounded, and do your thing. It's the perfect time to let go of old habits that are no longer serving you, and perfect time to start new healthy ones. Get on into those new habits. If you've been wanting to work out, it's time to start. If you've been wanting to change your diet, it's time to start. You're going to be supported and you're going to see very nice results in the month of August. We're seeing layers of truth coming out, but this is only the beginning of it. We're going to see a whole lot of truths coming out in the months of August and September. It may show up as chaos at first, and then the truth will come out. Because the truth always comes out and always wins. So no matter what is going on in your life right now, just stay put and stay strong. Go through the motions, go through the waves, deal with it as best as you can, and make sure that you allow yourself enough rest. If you feel like doing nothing one day, you do nothing. That's because you need to recoup and rebuild yourself. And that's exactly what's going on right now with the Divine Feminine. She is rebuilding herself while the Divine Masculine is clearing up stuff, cleaning up their lives, their personal situations, and, a lot of breakups going on the Divine Masculine side. And when I say breakup, I mean relationship, but breakups like in general, changing jobs, stuff like that. And I know it's been going on for a while now for the Divine Masculine. But a lot of them are stepping up to the plate. They've been awakening. They know they are awakening. They know they want to change. They know they want a different life. And they're taking proper action to have that different life. As far as what we're clearing out as a whole, as a collective, lots and lots of activity going on around the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and sacral chakra. There's a lot of clearing going on to embrace a new alignment between those chakras and our entire energetic system, for that matter. There's a lot of throat activity for people to speak their truth in a divine way. Not the truth when you're frustrated and mad and you want to shout out at the world, but more like the truth as in your divine essence. We are embodying more and more of our higher self. Higher selves, I should have said. Sorry. You may feel that. You may feel like there's this sweet, gentle, nurturing energy around you, making you feel very, very calm at times. That's your higher self coming into your physical reality, trying to guide you, trying to nurture you, and trying to bring you the support that you need to go through these crazy, crazy energies. Rest assured that, it's not forever. This too shall pass. I know it's a rough patch for a lot of people out there amongst, everything else that is going on in the world. Lots of people are set or are already dealing with some regrets, especially the Divine Masculine. Over the past 12 months, a lot of Divine Masculine have acted out of ego, being stubborn, and all that stuff. And they're now like, oh my God, I kind of regret treating that person this way. I kind of regret doing this because I would really need this person right now to be in my life, to help me with this, to help me with that. And the way it has been done, they unfortunately burnt a lot of bridges, and it's kind of hard to backtrack to try to make things right at this point. So a lot of them will try the spiritual approach of forgiving and asking for forgiveness, and it will be up to you to do what you want with that. You have free will. You totally can, forgive and move on. Forgive and forget, and not forgive, that's your personal choice. I always suggest to forgive, but forgiveness doesn't mean that you don't have your own boundaries. If, for example, someone comes back into your life asking for forgiveness or not, but just trying to show, back up into your life, you will be able to quickly see if that person has changed or is at the same level than she or he was before. And you'll be able to judge if you can be in the presence of that person or not. It happened to me over the past month with a lot of people, and for a lot of them, it was just a big no. It was just like, I'm sorry, our vibration and energy is so different at this point. Just hearing you talk is like very hard for me, in the sense that you're getting on my nerves, like the two opposites energies, like it's not working out. So I put my boundaries and my limits, and I respect that. I respect what my body is telling me, because the body does not lie. It always tells you the truth. So always try to see if it feels expensive or restrictive. If you feel uneasy and restricted inside, that's your sign that you should not go there. But if you feel expansive and you feel that you're being expanded, go there. That's where the growth is. It's not always easy to see or to feel, but you need to pay attention. At this point, everybody who's a player in this game. And what I mean by player is that according to some people like Dolores Cannon and other people, there are some non-player character. They're just here to fill out a contract. It feels like these people have no souls. It feels like they're just, robots, machines. They're here. They barely show any kinds of emotions, but they tend to show up in your life to fulfill a contract. And they are the player character, those who are awakened and conscious of what's going on. Conscious of their inner life, conscious of the universe, of the cosmos, and the collective. And they can link everything together, or almost, depending where they are on their path. And they can understand that their action have a, influence on all the rest. So we are seeing a lot of that these days. So if you come in contact with a non-player character, that's probably why you're feeling uneasy or very restricted inside when you're around that person, because you are on the opposite spectrum and you are totally conscious or part conscious of what's going on. At this point, we need to be very careful with our spiritual gifts, especially if you have developed your clairvoyant gifts, because things may appear to be very, very clear to you, but not as clear to other people. And they may appear as very real. Let me tell you an example. You're looking at someone that you don't know, okay? A pure stranger at the store, in the street, it doesn't matter. You're looking at this stranger and you suddenly know how they feel. And they look at you and you can hear their thoughts. And to you, it's like 100% real. It's as if they were speaking to you instead of, thinking. Don't go too fast into assuming that what you felt and what you saw is the real deal. It is the real deal. It is the real deal for you, but it might not be the real deal for them just yet. So if you're going too fast, you may scare these people away, you may push them away, and you may create some blockages. Of course, if it's a pure stranger that has nothing to do in your life, it's a different deal than someone who has, a mission to fulfill or a contract to fulfill in your life. So just be careful, step back, take your feet off the gas pedal for a minute, and just take the time to assess what's going on. Talk with the universe and your guides and your inner guidance to figure out, is it just me who's seeing this as real as it is? Or is this person also seeing the same thing? I've seen a lot of people running into these situations lately of doing things and like taking other people by surprise, or by speaking, hearing someone's thoughts and then speaking out loud, and the other person would be like, are you reading my mind or what? These things are getting more common. They will keep on getting more common because it's the new earth. That's the way we operate in the new earth. It's just that since we still are dealing with a split and a difference between old earth, new earth, it's still not perfectly balanced yet. So some people are not there yet, are not even close to being in the new earth, and it may create very weird situations where you ask yourself, how am I going to get out of this one? So you need to really take the time to master your gifts, to really pay attention to all of these clues, all of this guidance that is being sent to you. It's always being sent to you, even when we think it's not. When we think it's not, it's because there's a block that needs to be cleared and released, and we're most of the time hanging on to this. When we're hanging on to a block, it's usually that we're hanging on to something from our past. So, being careful with your spiritual gifts, okay? It's a time to nurture them. It's a time to learn more about them, learn more about yourself and how far you can go with your spiritual gifts. But it's not a time to do any kind of projection on other people. Let other people be. They will come to you when it's the right time. I know in my spiritual business, when people come to me, it's always at a beginning of a new cycle for them, a new cycle of their awakening, either the very first cycle or the 10th one or 20th one, it doesn't matter, but it's always at the beginning of a new cycle. They come to me, they need some help, then they walk away, they do their thing. Either I see them again or I don't, depending on their own path and what they decided to do. But it's always the same. They show up when it's something new and they don't understand what's going on. And I happen to be able to help them with that. And that's why they find me. That's why they come up to me. And I'm very happy to be able to do this for people. So for the rest of the month of July, we need to chill. We need to have fun. We need to embody our divine self in a 3D perspective, in a physical perspective. Enjoy our friendships, relationships. Enjoy the people that we have in our lives. We need to be very careful with the central sun and pay attention to what's going on with those codes that are being delivered and sent. And we need to listen to what the universe is whispering to us, because it's always whispering something. It's just that sometimes we're so busy we can't hear it. Sometimes we're so stubborn we don't want to hear it, but it's always there. Always there. Always. So it's not a time to go search for synchronicities, but to understand the ones that are already in your life that you may not be seeing at this time. And I know you're going to say, but how do I do that? The way to do it is you ask the universe, please show me what I need to know today. And then you just get out of the way and you listen. You're going to have that whisper. You're going to have that calling. You're going to have something in your solar plexus, in your heart, in your thoughts, in your third eye that will stir you in one direction. And go in that direction. Go. Go see what's going on there. So, that's it for now. Thank you for being here. I promise to be back. Maybe not every week because I'm not done dealing with these new energies, but I promise to be more present on my channel and to post more often videos or pure text public posts. So I invite you to follow me on my social media to see what's going on. You can follow me on Instagram at IndigoGirl555, on Facebook at IndigoGirl. You can also use my email at IndigoGirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, enjoy the rest of your summer, of July, of August, and be well. Speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao.